Hi, and welcome to the Hungry Cat Games channel. As an indie game developer working on a commercial game, every so often it's nice to take a break and participate in a game jam. This time around it's the Brackeys 2021.2 Game Jam. At last count, almost 11,000 people have joined. The limits on this jam are 1 week to create your game, and the use of the theme, Let There Be Chaos. As usual, I started with a bit of research based on the theme and created some notes. A few weeks back I had an idea for a puzzle-style game, and with a bit of tweaking I was able to tie in the theme. I also wanted to add in hints and help throughout each level and have full sound effects and music with volume control along with an on-off toggle for the sound. Day 1 involved getting the basic playing field mechanics and movement of the player functioning. This was surprisingly easy with only minor issues along the way, none of which took long to fix. With the prototype completed, I started on some level design. A spreadsheet proved fairly helpful with each group of squares representing a shape on the playing field. I mocked up some very simple starter levels and then progressively made them more difficult. Part of the game is luck and part of the game is finding and recognizing the path through from one platform to another. For the first 4 levels, this is obvious, but the last 6 levels get more and more difficult. The design is not limited in the number of levels, but as a game jam entry I was looking for something that could be won in 5 to 10 minutes and settled for 10 levels. By day 4 it was pretty solid and I moved on to things like an intro screen, a winning screen, moves, level and score counter, hints or help messages, and the sound controls. Later that day I modeled the character, as until now a simple capsule shape was a stand-in. I selected a penguin. Well, just because. After all, this is supposed to be chaos. The modeling was done in Blender and was quite straightforward as I went with a low poly style. Rigging had a few difficulties, but I worked through those. The animation also went smoothly with an idle and a walk animation. Idle has the penguin slowly flap its wings or flippers while casually looking around. The walk was modeled after some videos in which the flippers were held out a bit for balance and then the penguin would kind of waddle slightly back and forth. After importing the penguin into Unity, I tried to get the animations to work, but no luck. It wasn't until the next day and many more attempts that I found my mistake. The animations were linked at the wrong level of the character. Once moved to the correct spot, everything just started working. The game was wrapped up with the remaining levels designed and tested. As a final step, I created this devlog and then uploaded the game to itch and submitted it as my entry. Like other game jams, this one was an enjoyable distraction from my big project. That project is not quite to the reveal stage, but getting closer. I will let it slip that it's going to be a sim or builder style game in what I hope is a unique theme not seen before. If you're interested in updates on this project, subscribe here and follow us on Facebook and Twitter, as announcements will be posted there. Also see the links below. A big thanks to the Brackeys team for hosting this, and I look forward to trying out some of the other entries.